Hello everyone, welcome to Cosmic Rush. My name is Priscilla. Today we have another comfy long play where we just chat, hang out, and get things done. So let's get started. As you can tell by the title of this video, I wanted to chat about some guides, some notes on how to create a forever island. Basically, kind of what I want to go over is not necessarily what theme you should go with or if your island should be minimal or maximalist, but just aspects to keep in mind to have an accessible island, an efficient way to move around, and so you can maintain your island easily. But first, let's get some housekeeping done. Let's read this letter from Kiki. Between us two, bestie, I can't resist buying anything that makes my home feel like a library. The problem is that sometimes I'll mess up and buy things I already own. Same, Kiki. Would you be willing to take this so I don't have to feel silly? Your hoarder friend, Kiki. Okay, I get you, Kiki, totally, and very cute stationery as well. So let's just check this out. An essay set. Okay, Kiki is a little writer here. Okay, so while I do my dailies, also I wanted to update you on the island. We had a villager say goodbye and move out. Tank left on Friday or on Saturday. So I did a small villager hunt yesterday, but didn't find anyone. But we do have a campsite villager as well, so we'll see who's at the campsite. Maybe I don't have to go villager hunting today. I could probably get maybe a few tickets to see if we can find anyone, but I do not have high hopes for it. Okay. I went villager hunting yesterday. That was my first day of villager hunting, and it already autofilled. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess autofilling is also fun. Who is this? Flip. Not Flick. Who is Flip? I don't know. Hold on, let me go check very quickly who this is. It's the monkey Flip. I've had him previously on a different island, and he is also a jock, so there we go. All right, so not my favorite guy, but I'm not super unfamiliar with him, and he's fine. He's okay. We have Lobo. What's new, Lobo? Oh, hey, hun, you're a sight for these sore eyes. What's new? Weather's downright pleasant like my sunny disposition. Gahahaha. And Tabby. Nice to see you, Maxie. You're looking perf as ever. Sunny days are my absolute fave. On a sunny day, it feels like anything is possible. Oh, right. Actually, I wanted to give her this gift. I think it's a dress. It's a very bright gift. It's probably not her favorite color, or color at least. And I'll die. Oh, she looks so cute. A baby romper. Okay. Thanks, Tabby. Alright, let's check who's at the campsite. But yes, as well, let's get on with kind of what I think would be good on a forever island. If you don't know what a forever island is, I feel it is an island you call or make your home. It's an island you play on consistently and quote unquote forever. So forever island to me, I think, is you play on your island and explore other mechanics of the game aside from decorating. filling up your Critterpedia, completing your museum, breeding flowers, fishing. Well, that's part of Critterpedia as well. And just kind of explore all aspects of your island and kind of make it your home with your other villagers. Oh, who's this? Pom Pom. Pom Pom? Hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm Pom Pom. You live on this island, right? I'm camping here, going to kick back and chill on Cosmic Rush for a bit. Let's hang out here for a while. I think she's a peppy villager. She's super cute. So yes, so I think a Forever Island is your playable island that you explore other aspects of the game and reach different milestones and achievements. So with that in mind, like I said, these kind of notes, tips, tricks for your Ever Island is to help with accessibility and access to different parts of your island, and to help keep you on top of maintaining aspects of your island as well. So like this, maintaining all the flowers. Okay, so my first, I think, biggest tip, and maybe this doesn't have to necessarily apply to Forever Islands, maybe it could just apply to those who decorate their islands primarily for decorative purposes, but I feel like these tips can also be more functional as well. So I think the biggest aspect that I think is really important on an island, Forever Island or not, is just multiple entrances to each part of your island. I think having the ability to go in and out, like just to keep moving forward and have access to all parts of your island rather than going back or doubling back because you've reached a dead end, I think is important. So, and the reason for this is, again, to be able to access all parts of your island. On my Forever Island, I try to find multiple ways to get to and from my home to the bamboo forest through this ramp or through this ladder here, and to go into the graveyard here and up to the campsite. There's like multiple ways you can get in and out of these different parts of your island. And this is beneficial in a few ways. Like I said, you can traverse your island very quickly. And this helps with finding fossils or finding the money spot or the money tree. If you can traverse your island quickly, you can efficiently do your dailies, or at least part of your dailies, very quickly as well. So something to keep in mind, I think being able to enter and exit through multiple points is just also oddly satisfying as well. And so in order to figure out your pathways and your different exits and entrances, you do have to decide where you want to place your homes and your shops and your museum and campsite. You definitely don't have to have it figured out and decided upon like right away. Obviously, you can move homes and your different buildings down the road. Kiki, sorry, I'm totally ignoring you, Kiki. Still, I'm looking forward to staying up until midnight. Yes, it's almost New Year, so I can join the New Year countdown in the plaza. I will try to stay up with you, Kiki. We'll see how long we could stay up for. But yes, in order to figure out your pathways, you really have to decide where you want to place your homes and stick with it or have it be permanent as far as where they're placed. And you'll soon figure out if the pathways or the homes or buildings you placed is where you want, because you start to discover the flow on your island as you do your dailies, as you visit your different parts of your island every day. Which kind of leads me to the next kind of note is your flowers and weeds. And to help maintain and kind of stay on top of, you know, the flower hell that you could find yourself in, is to pretty much curate all of your flowers and your weeds. Oh, okay, that was bad. Okay, those can respawn after you go in and out of the building, but when I first started this game, I did not stay on top of my flowers or weeds. Eventually, when I decided to take my decorating more seriously, or when I decided that I wanted to start figuring out different aspects of my island and what they could be designed, like each part of the island could be specifically designed for, I had to clean up all of the flowers and the weeds. And even parts of the island where it's supposed to be quote unquote natural or like a forest or whatnot, I still shoveled all the flowers and weeds. I think it's really important to curate and to decide where exactly you want each flower and each weed, even in natural areas of your island. So when you start playing daily and you start looking for your fossils or for your money tree, you'll remember that where you placed each flower and where new flowers spawn up. And it'll just help you maintain the island, your island, so much better, and you won't obviously be overwhelmed. You probably have a ton. If you haven't started this, you probably have a ton of flowers, a ton of weeds, and I know it's very overwhelming. And obviously you don't have to clean up all of your flowers and weeds in one sitting. That would be insanity. But I would tackle like each part of your island, like one by one, like each square, and like shovel those damn weeds. Do it. You'll be so relieved afterwards. And even if you decide to have certain areas more natural or like a forest or whatnot, oh no. Like, you get to decide in that forest where those weeds and flowers are planted. And so when you play daily, you'll know which flowers are meant to be there, which flowers aren't supposed to be there. And yes, and eventually you will clean up all your flowers and weeds. They won't be there anymore. So I was super relieved when I finally got that done. If you watch my previous Comfy Long plays, you know the flower hell where the current flower field is, how that has evolved over time. That took quite a bit of time to like clean up and finally decide what I wanted to do with that space. It was crazy. And cleaning up your flowers and weeds will also just, even if you haven't decided what you want to put in that area, like what you want, it'll be one less thing you have to do every day, is to like clean up your flowers or weeds. Now there is a hack where you can place invisible tiles to prevent any flowers or fossils from spawning. And I have done that in particularly where the flower field is, but I haven't done it everywhere, and I would suggest avoiding placing invisible tiles completely everywhere, and so it forces fossils and other spawns in a certain area, especially if you're just at the start of your gameplay, or if you haven't decided on what you want to build in certain areas. If your island is just at the start of being worked on and isn't fully decorated or decided on, I would avoid placing invisible tiles everywhere. I think it's really important to traverse your island daily and just to be more familiar pretty much with the lay of the land of your island. At the beginning of my playthrough on my Forever Island, I was really wanting to not terraform. I was really wanting to see if I can work with the space that I had. And every day when I would do my dailies to find fossils for the museum, find my money tree, dig up gyroids and whatnot, I traversed like the holes on my island every day just to see or come up with ideas of what I can place in these awkward spaces. And eventually I came to the conclusion that some of these really awkward spaces I couldn't really work with. It was kind of there was no particular build that I wanted on my island, because I had certain builds I wanted to create on my island, and the space that I was provided on my unterraformed map just didn't work with that. And so that's when I finally decided, okay, we're gonna terraform this, we're gonna flatten this area, because it just wouldn't work with the amount of inclines or bridges I had at the time, and it just wouldn't work with the builds I had in mind either. So I feel like if you place invisible tiles when you're just starting on your decorating journey, I think it'll leave like holes on your island that you wouldn't. I think getting to know parts of your island that you don't really go to is important to see what you can do with that space. And it also kind of just gives you an excuse to explore each area of your island. I don't know if I would go to the bamboo area or the graveyard or the campsite if I wasn't looking for fossils or gyroids or anything. So it's nice visiting those parts of my island when I'm doing my dailies. It's like, ah, yes, I haven't forgotten about you, because there are unless you put like villager homes there. Because I have neighborhoods as well, there's no reason for me to go in certain parts of my island to get DIYs or to talk to a villager. So because I have quote-unquote holes, I don't want to say they're like holes on my island, like but because there's no specific reason I need to go in that area, the only reasons I visit those areas is to dig up fossils and to find anything that's buried there, or snowballs as well. So so that's kind of the reason I don't place invisible tiles everywhere, and just place them in very specific spots that I think that can get out of hand. I also like just the task of cleaning up the flowers like this. I don't mind cleaning up a certain amount of flowers, and once you start digging up all of your flowers, you kind of know where to look and where to see if things have gotten out of hand, and it'll just be easier to maintain as well. So so that's kind of another tip for your forever island is dig up all of your flowers and weeds. If you want to use weeds for decorative purposes, then place them yourselves. Same with flowers, even though you've decided certain areas are natural areas or a forest or whatnot. Curate those flowers yourselves. Place those flowers yourselves, and don't because then when you start cleaning up your those parts of your island, you know which flowers should be cleaned up. These heart sweaters are so cute, and it matches my fit today too. Okay, we gotta go with the pink with a red heart. Alright. I also want to kind of change out my outfit. This is so cute. A very cute Valentine's fit. Alright, so the next tip I'd like to put out there is having accessible beaches, rivers, and ponds. On a forever island, you're kind of like looking to fill up your Critterpedia, donate things, and completing the museum. And parts of that is kind of just easy access to the rivers. I think my beaches are pretty good as far as accessibility. The rivers are a bit tougher. I think on the east side of my island, it's a little better. This river, I use this river a lot to fish. Less so on the west side of the island. And I don't have that many ponds. Aside from the Heart Pond, I think the Heart Pond is my only pond that I have that's a functional pond, so which I've left accessible as well. Okay, what am I doing? So that's not to say that you can't have, you know, a decorated beach, or that it should be a minimal beach. But as long as it's accessible and there's, you've dedicated a specific space to fish, then I think that's cool and that'll work. I personally like running around my beach at full speed. So for the most part, the coastline is pretty much free of any items. And you know how I like my immersion, so it's not crazily decorated with too many items. So I think the beaches that face the front are decorated the most because it looks the best from the front view. The vertical beaches, I have less desire to decorate because it just doesn't look as good from the side. So it's not super decorated as the front facing beaches. Okay, what shall we wear today? Our robot tee. Okay, maybe we'll do something more. It goes with that robot tee. I didn't even know that there was a design on the back of the shirt. I think I like the high tops better. Would have preferred the bright red. I guess we'll go neutral with that one. And with the hat, kind of want to maintain. I do like the very primary colors. We have blue, red, and yellow in the shirt, and I think green is the way to go as far as like a secondary color, unless we go. No, I like the wintry look of the around neck cap. Okay, let's do that, and we'll do some braids. It's too bad there's no sweaters as a secondary clothing item on top of your t-shirt. It's always kind of combined. All right. Let's put away a few more things here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So again, having accessible places to fish is good. Having accessible trees. I think one of the things I should think about more is having trees to chop down. Because most of my trees, well, not most, but I have a lot of items beside the trees, like bushes or flowers or fencing or weeds. So that kind of limits the amount of space that the wood can fall. If you have too many things surrounding the trees, obviously, wood won't be able to land there. So I need to be a little bit better as well about what I place around my trees, and that I can, and that I have enough space to let the chopped wood fall. That's kind of why I resort to mystery islands and going. Oh, cute. Going to mystery islands with Cap'n is so I can chop down all the trees for materials. Alright, and also I wanted to share with you guys, when I was doing villager hunting the other day, I finally got my first blue rose! And we have so many windflowers here. So this blue rose finally popped up from the orange roses. So I'm going to let these blue roses try to clone. And I'm going to leave the orange roses to breed more blue flowers. But I think I'm finally done with these roses now that I've got my blue rose, which I'm super excited about. And I also think I have enough white flowers on the island. I don't want to, I don't think I need to populate the island with more, like, white flowers. So I think that's cool. I'm thinking with this area, this could be a nice, like, food truck spot and like a little outdoor patio eating area. So I might try to do that with this space. As far as another tip on designing your forever island, I think, oh, access to your secret beach is a must. I find it super annoying just using ladders or vines to access the secret beach. When I look at other players and when they choose their maps, I think if I were to restart, or if I got another copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons, that's kind of one of the things I look for in a map is how accessible the secret beach is. Like, how many levels do I have to terraform to get at the secret beach? If there's a third level blocking the secret beach, then I would probably skip that map personally. But yeah, so I think incline to the beach or just having no levels blocking the secret beach is probably the most efficient way to go. I know it's just for red and accessing when red comes over, so it's probably not something you would go to all the time, but when he does come, I find it, you know, super annoying to get down to that area. And the secret beach can be decorated as well to something specific, so it can be a decorative area, and being able to access that area easily, I think, is just makes sense. So having an accessible secret beach, definitely something to keep in mind for sure. And as far as like making money, I think having space for a functional farm, and as well as a flower breeding area if you don't have one already. Breeding flowers takes such a long time. And I know it can take a lot of space. From my journey for breeding flowers, I think the best, if I were to do it all again, I would just focus on one particular flower at a time to get all of the colorways and then move on to the next one. And so that eliminates the need for a really large area to breed flowers. It also is easier to keep track of what's been bred. I think that's how I was able to breed the blue rose more efficiently this round, is because I didn't try to maximize. I didn't try to like breed too many seeds altogether. I knew which flowers I had to breed, like what colors from what seeds, and I just stuck with as minimal amount of flowers as I could to get that specific colorway in order to breed onto the next step. So I find having the minimal amount of space and flowers to get to the next step is the easiest way to keep track of everything for sure, so you don't get overwhelmed as well. So I think that's just one tip I can offer when breeding flowers, is probably just focus on one particular flower at a time and then move on to the next one, so you don't get overwhelmed with breeding too many different flowers at the same time. And as far as a functional farm, this can help with, making money. Obviously, deep diving, sea creature deep diving is another way to make money, a lot of money quickly. Or if you're doing the turnip stock market, having a dedicated space to like drop your turnips is also another good reason to have a specific space on the island to place them as well. And who doesn't love a farm? Even though I'm past the, I feel like I don't need that much money now. I still love the look of the farm. So that's why I keep the farm. Is not only is it cozy, but it's functional as well. Thank you, Brewster. That was delicious. And so this isn't, and lastly, this isn't necessarily a tip for a Forever Island island specifically, but I think it's okay to leave transitional areas undesigned. I think they're a nice breather. Exactly what it is, transition areas. They're nice breather areas from one area of the island to another. And I think having a kind of specific transition area still looks great. Still makes it cozy and can kind of help, quote unquote, give a breath from one area to the other. So that's not necessarily a Forever Island design tip. I just think transitional areas can be kind of tough to design. Oh, my money tree. I don't think we'll get it. No, okay. Oh, that was one of my invisible tiles up there. But yeah, I think having transitional areas just be that doesn't have like a specific build or anything can look just as good, and a nice breather from one design area to the next. Black face. Bass. Okay. So those are kind of my... What are you doing, Flick? So those are kind of my general tips for designing a Forever Island. And they're mostly just to help with doing your dailies and just maintaining the state of your island. So doing those things for me has definitely helped keep me less stressed and less overwhelmed. I think cleaning up the flowers, and those who flatten their island probably knows what's up. They probably they know the deal with the like cleaning up all of the items, all of the flowers, everything. Kind of just giving you a clean slate to work with when you're about to decorate or wanting to decorate your island. I thought for myself that, I'll just clean up the flowers eventually when I've decided what I want to decorate for this specific part of the island. Like where I had my house placed at one point, where the bamboo area was, I just had like random flowers growing there, and I told myself, oh, well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with my house area anyway, so I'll just, like, once I've decided what I want to do, I'll clean up the area. But I think that just makes it look sloppy, messy. And it makes you kind of not want to design in the area because there's random items and things in the way. So I think once you start cleaning up your island, you'll probably have a better sense of what to do with that space when everything is kind of cleared out for the most part. So so this is primarily for those who have just started. Oh, great, it's snowing, so I don't have to water the crops. But yes, for those who have just restarted, or have been feeling overwhelmed with the state of their island and things are messy, I highly suggest, like, first thing is shovel up all your flowers. Toss the red, white, and yellow flowers because you can always grow those from seeds. Beach your hybrid flowers for the moment, so you have those on hand. But I would highly recommend shoveling up all your flowers first. And so the next day you'll feel less overwhelmed with the amount of flowers you have on your island. It'll be easier to see what you can use that space to decorate for. But yeah. And I would say the next thing after you've cleaned up your flowers and your weeds, and you've curated where you want them placed, then that's when you can start figuring out your pathways and see where you have your buildings. Like I said, you don't have to have all of your buildings figured out. Aside from the neighborhood, I've moved around my museum and campsite and my home quite a few times. And that'll just be the nature of your forever island. You're always kind of moving stuff and figuring out what works, what doesn't. But I think once you've placed down your buildings and place down, I think pathways are super helpful as well. Place down your pathways, see how it feels when you run around your island. Pathways can have, like, it can go a couple different ways. You can force your character or yourself to walk or traverse your island a specific path because you placed the path there. Or you can let, what is it? Or you can let your natural, your island kind of dictate where you're forced to move. So if you don't like moving your trees that much or terraforming that much, your island will kind of dictate where you move as well. So you can approach it kind of different ways, and you could probably approach it both ways, depending on where you have a more developed town aspect and a more kind of nature forest aspect. So, oh right. My snowman. Okay, I kind of said I was going to do a dedicated video, but maybe that's not the case. I kind of played around for a bit, and I find you can make any size snowman by using the body as how you measure the head against. So I've seen guides use your character as a guide to size the body and the head, but for whatever case you just want to make a body the certain size, then you can definitely, oh my gosh, you could definitely do that as well. And so what I found is if you place the head kind of a tile away from the body. Oh! I call this like the Goldilocks zone. I feel like halfway between the halfway point of the body and the top of the body, the head should be 3/4 of the size of the body. So that's pretty close. Is that it? It's it. So I think if you can size the head in that Goldilocks zone, halfway between, like I said, halfway from the size of the body and the top of the snowball, and it's like right in between there, that Goldilocks zone, I think you're good to go. And I would measure this when the head is like a tile away from the body, and you move your camera to like the level at eye level. I think that's the best way to create a perfect snowboy at any size. So yes, so try that out. Let me know. I find it easier with measuring it with kind of the smaller snowboys. Once you get to the maximum size snowboys, I feel the Goldilocks zone is still at that 3/4 mark and could be a little less as well. Also, talk to your snowboys after you make them, your perfect snowboys at least. They will, I think I mentioned this before, they will give you an extra large snowflake. Tabby! She has all the fancy dresses. I wonder how they make the outside of a crepe so super soft and yummy. I bet you could put anything in a crepe, like mulligatawny maybe? Might be delish. Is that soup? I don't think that'll work, Tabby. I prefer a sweet filling myself, but you do you. Okay, Lobo we chatted with. I kind of want to see who has a DIY item. Yeah, I think I had Flip as a starting villager on one of my previous islands. Alright, let's have a hangout sesh, Sasha. Burrito, feel free to stay. I'm home. Aw, that's cute. From corner to corner. Will you let me buy your fish? Oh my gosh. I should have given him a stuffy to put here. Oh gosh. Okay. A film projector. I don't know if I have that yet. It's too... Okay, this gotta be high. I got it. So easy. Okay. Alright, thanks, Sasha. A bowl of fleas! Oh, how fancy. I had so much fun today, you gotta come over again, Yum. Alright. Oh, I love this sweater. I have so many of the, I have 2 other colorways of this sweater. Alright, let's pick up the rest of these crops and sell them. Oh wait, and it's, no. I thought it was a Tuesday and we could go visit Harv's Island for new art or new shoes. But I forget it's still the same. But yes, let me know in the comments below if you've decided on having a forever island. What have you found in your playthrough that makes playing on it easier, less overwhelming? I find these tips the best as far as figuring out when designing my island. Having a cleaner, tidier island definitely helped with that. Definitely helped lessen the stress of seeing a messy island as well. Also, I think I'm going to pluck a couple of black roses and see if we can breed a gold rose. I think that is the last flower I need on my island. And another money-making venture is, I've read a lot about people selling their blue and gold roses. So would love to see how much... how I can do selling that. So let's do just 2. You don't want to go crazy because the breeding pairs works the best when they are bred side by side, because that will give you the most chances of having a bread flour surround them. There's like 2, 4, like 6 spots where the flour can breed or clone. Okay, so I just need to DIY a golden watering can. Oh, it's the golden milestone. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've I've constructed, DIY'd a golden watering can. Cute. Okay. Oh, actually, oh no, I have to I have to use a golden watering can. I thought, oh, the snow is watering the flowers, but I forget they won't, a gold rose can't breed without the golden watering can, so we'll leave it at that. I think I'll just clean up this. Alright, I would like to breed enough blue roses so it fills up that entire row in the flower field, and then I'll be satisfied. Oh, let's get rid of this. Alright, so I think we're gonna call it a day. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a really great holidays. I hope you're having a really good break. It's almost the end of 2025. I want to thank everyone for hanging out along this journey of my Animal Crossing Forever Island playthrough. I appreciate everyone's comments as always, and the support you guys bring. Upwards and onwards in 2026. I'm looking forward to next month for sure. We're all excited, but until then, have a great rest of your week. I will talk to you guys soon, and have a good one. Bye.